My wife can't come up with an intro. Here's an intro to Sims. So I'm making stories.
I feel a lot comfortable now. I had to thank my man for getting me out of my shell because I was a shy thing. I don't know why. Welcome back to the Chaotix channel. I have a secret. I play The Sims way too much. I've been playing The Sims for a really long time. I've been playing it since probably Sims 2. Last year in 2019, all I did was do challenges. So, this year, in 2020, in my lovely play space, I am not gonna break anything. I decided that instead of going on the rampage of creating new challenges, I wanted to create my own. Kind of just came to me when I was watching a ton of speed builds at night, and my man just turned over and looked at me and was like, you know, you should just go ahead and do that on YouTube. And now we're here. So for this first challenge, I have been a fan of watching 100 baby challenges on YouTube and kind of just seeing like where that road or where that world takes like people who play. And I did not want to just create a regular 100 baby challenge. I wanted to do something different. So instead of her just being a random woman that I create, I said I was going to make her a mermaid because I love mermaids. I was looking at different avenues and trying to find out rules for the 100 baby pat challenge when it comes to making them a mermaid. I read it like 50 times. None of it like made sense to me when it came to her being a mermaid. So I said, screw it, I'll just make up a rule as I go. And that is kind of one of the things that I will discuss with you as you guys watch me build our first sim. And here I am. I sped it up a little bit because, you know, this process for me usually takes the longest time ever. And the reason it takes so long is because I'm just going through like everything. I don't have a lot of the expansion packs. I'll leave a list below of the expansion packs that I do have, but I go through the expansion packs and I literally just look at everything. I change everything, I move everything, and I know that if I had any of the mods that come with like the Sims and stuff like that, I would probably be on here a lot longer because you're basically, you know, making a person that isn't you, but kind of a reflection of you, if that's what you thought you were. And I just love it. I love everything about this game. I've been playing this game ever since Sims 2, and in Sims 2, I did do some houses, but I was not good at them. My main focus of Sims 2 was to make sure like all of my family was together, and I would play each and every one of their stories and basically come up with a whole like list of things like I wanted them to do in my head. So when Sims 3 came along, I really kind of bounced backwards. I really didn't get into The Sims 3. Like I had like the first package, but then I stopped. I didn't want to do anything with it. I was like, I'm done. That and other things got in the way of that, like adulting and paying bills and work. But I'm hoping with this will become a primary thing that I do. Again, I love The Sims. I watch speed builds at night. They are really the type of thing that kind of just put me to sleep. And it's not that they're boring. It's really that they're so interesting because it's kind of one of those things that I don't know how to do. I don't know how to build a house in The Sims 4 to save my life. And I'm hoping that with some subscribers, some followers, some likes and some comments, and even some people on, you know, just The Sims, like I get houses that I can have my Sims live in. I almost said I live in, but I know that I'm not going to live in it. So I would love like houses that my Sims can live in, and I know that I would go through those houses and have a freaking blast. I am doing the 100 baby challenge, but instead of her being just a woman, I decided to add a little bit of an extra twist. I saw this expansion. It was probably one of the first expansions that I decided to get. Yeah, there were expansions before that, but I was really just kind of just playing The Sims, just the basic one. But when this expansion came out not too long ago, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make it my mission to not just get this expansion, but get all of them. But with the way that my budget is looking, adulting seems to be coming first before buying Sims packages. With this challenge, she is going to be a beautiful mermaid. And I decided to do the mermaid because I love everything about islands. I love beaches. I love water. I love oceans. I love all of it. And for a long time, not even for a long time, and I just love the idea of a mermaid. I figured it was kind of be a little bit of a twist on it. It'd be something that's like different, a little bit of refreshing. And if you want to do this challenge with me, by all means, feel free. I had done the 100 baby challenge where it's just a woman having a bunch of babies. Great time. Also very stressful. But I figured, hey, why not make it a little bit more stressful and make her a mermaid? And the reason I love this part of the challenge is because I'm making a mermaid, but she's also having children, and I have never really tried to find out whether or not the teenagers will become mermaids or if they won't become mermaids. Like that, I feel like is the cool like curiosity and the twist is to age them up, and then once they age up, you kind of figure out what they're gonna be, like how their anatomy is gonna figure itself out. Are they gonna be like their mother? Or are they gonna be like their father? I know if you have a gentleman or a female, a lady, if they're a mermaid, odds are is there's 100% chance that child that you have is going to be a mermaid. Don't really know. But I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm just going to find some single men, and whether they're a mermaid, an alien, a human, whatever, they step to me, I'll step to them. With that, I know for a fact that that's probably going to be the funnest part, is trying to like flirt. Every time I do the 100 baby challenge, I don't know what happens, but when I do it, men don't want to hit on me. I wouldn't say they don't want to hit on me, but they're very difficult to flirt with. That is my problem with them. But hey, I like a challenge. 100 baby challenge is going to proceed in the beginning as the original one does. It's really the same, the same rules, the same everything that goes with making the challenge. She has a normal lifespan. You make 100 babies and you continue it on into the generations until you hit the 100th baby. I must say that I have done this challenge a few times, but when I bought this expansion, I've never done it with her as a mermaid. I would like to see whether or not the kids are gonna grow up and be mermaids or not. Just a thought. Now, towards the end, when the matriarch turns into an elder, as you know, they can no longer have a baby. So they're done. They're out. The youngest daughter of that generation ends up taking the mantle of the 100 baby challenge. Now, I figured the twist with that is that if your female is a mermaid, you can continue along with the 100 baby challenge as it goes on. You don't have to worry about anything. Just the same thing that you did with the first generation, you're going to do with the second generation. The twist happens when the youngest female is a human. Now, obviously, you're not going to switch to you can't switch to another female. The youngest female, that's the girl. She's going to be the one that carries on the mantle, that keeps it pushing forward. Now, if she's a human, you have to find other mermen or mermaids to woohoo with. And I feel like that's where it becomes, where you keep it strictly about being a mermaid. So any generation that you have, if the youngest female is a mermaid, you continue on with the process as, you know, as is. If the youngest female is a human, you have to continue on with it. And the twist is that you can only woohoo with mermaids or mermen. At least until whoever the youngest female is, mermaid or not. It's kind of like Russian roulette. That's what I kind of felt like it was. I felt like, hey, why don't I try to make this a little bit harder on myself? And I figured that would make it a bit harder because you don't really know whether that youngest female, the youngest baby, is going to be a human or a mermaid or whatever you decide to make her. So I feel like that is a good twist. And it kind of keeps me like on my toes. Again, I really do love this expansion, and I love everything Sims. I've just been a huge introvert, and I literally just play this with a glass of wine and I chill out and I create it. But now I'm deciding to venture into that world of creating this sim, creating Sims in general. This isn't going to be the only one that I do. I have a few ideas in mind as far as different challenges. I did most of the challenges last year and the year before that, and I was kind of just enjoying myself, like creating these, like watching these stories unfold. So I said in 2020 I was going to go ahead and come up with a few challenges and really listen to the comments below on what they would like for me to see when it comes to challenges, not just this one. My sim world is basically going to be like Days of Our Lives or General Hospital, you know, those old school soap operas where you don't just watch one story, you watch another story, you get involved with all the stories. I think the next challenge that I think that I will do is the Legacy Challenge, which I thought was really cool and really fun. And then I wanted to go ahead and just do the original 100 Baby Challenge just to see if I can actually pull it off again this year. I don't know why, but I feel like every time I do a 100 Baby Challenge, I get a whole nother patch in my head. It's not out for anyone to see, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. If you guys have any suggestions on any type of challenges that you would love for me to do, or anything that you would like to see, or any just any baby names that you would want. I named her Friday Blackburns because Marvel is my thing. I love everything Marvel, and if you don't know who Friday is, watch Marvel, and I'm not gonna tell you which one, but that's what I love. And if you guys don't leave comments on babies' names, I will name all of my children after a Marvel character. I would like to leave that to my other challenge that I created, but I know that, hey, no comments, no baby name. So if you want to see yourself in this one, by all means, leave a comment below. If you would also like to build any single men, or even just build a house for her to live in. Again, I'm not really going to venture away from the island living expansion a lot, but if you would like to build her an island home, I would love to see it. I would love to live in it, and you can leave it under hashtag chaotix. I'll leave a link towards the end so that you guys can know, or I'll leave a link below. And this is it. This is her. This is the lovely Friday Blackburns. And I love it. I love all of it, and I'm happy that you guys, you know, watched it, and I am completely excited for this new challenge and this new venture, and I can't wait for it. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I don't know how many videos to do, but I will try to post as many videos as possible so that you guys can see this. All right. And that's it. That is the lovely Friday Blackburns, the first sim that I will be doing a challenge with. I will basically create like a whole bunch of challenges either in my head, or if you guys have any challenges that you would like me to do, if they're dark or anything like that, or even if they're old challenges, leave a comment below and I will happily go through them and figure out how to make that happen. But right now it is just Friday and then Jarvis. So I'm super excited. If you guys have any single men or single ladies or anything for any of my Sims, make sure you hashtag it chaotics, and that way I'm able to shop and shop and shop for hours on different men and different houses. I actually love the gallery because I will sit there and shop for hours with money that I realistically don't have, but there's a cheat that lets me have money. Oh man, I wish that was real in the real world. You just type in the cheat, money. Please like and subscribe, being that I have no followers yet. If you guys would love to follow me in the sim world, I'll leave my ID below. I'll also leave a link of just like, I guess the rules that I kind of just edited. It's still the 100 baby challenge, it's just that she's a mermaid and you have to keep her hydrated. That's all I got for you guys. It's Mo Chaotix, and I'm signing out.